Don't talk much anymore, not like I used to. It's quieter now. I let the silence answer for me. People don't notice, they just feel it. I try to feel something, it didn't stay, it never stayed. Dark blue whiskey on my lips, I don't taste it, I just sip. Let it burn, let it pass, like every moment never lasts. I don't cry, I don't fight, I just disappear at night. If you look, you won't see what's left of me. You can sit right next to me and still not reach me. I'm there, but I'm not. I smile when I have to, it's automatic, like breathing, but colder. Don't ask if I'm okay, I won't lie, I just won't say anything. Dark blue whiskey in my veins doesn't fix me, numbs the pain. Every drop pulls me down without making any sound. I don't break, I don't scream, I just wake up, up between, half alive, half asleep.
Something I can't
keep. Sometimes I think I felt something, but I don't remember it clearly. It's like it happened to someone else. Dark blue whiskey, one more sip, let it blur what I miss. If I fade, let it be. No one really notices me. Notices me. Floors up, but I've never felt so low. Watching the city lights flicker in a neon road. The penthouse is quiet, the air is thin and cold. Just another story that's been bought and sold. I swirl the amber, watch the shadows climb the wall. The higher the ceiling, the harder the silence falls. It's a high-rise heartbreak, wrapped in custom lace, looking for a memory in an empty space. The whiskey's dark blue, the eyes is turning thin. The gentlemen lose it, and the midnight wind. A penthouse view of a life I used to know. High-rise heartbreak with nowhere left to go. Fine Italian leather and a watch that keeps no time. Searching for a reason, or a rhythm or a rhyme. I've mastered the art of the calm and steady hand, while the world I built is turning into sand. A polished exterior, a suit of iron gray, keeping all the ghosts of the afternoon at bay. Is a high-rise heartbreak, wrapped in custom lace, looking for a memory in an empty space. The whiskey's dark blue, the ice is turning thin. The gentlemen lose it in the midnight wind. A penthouse view of a life I used to know. High-rise heartbreak with nowhere left to go. The elevators hum, the city breeze below, but up here in the clouds, there's nothing left to show. Just the glass and the glow. Top floor, bottom of the glass, watching the stars and the shadows pass. The street lights flicker on the damn cobblestone. A city of millions, yet I'm here alone. The tuxedos loosen, the cufflinks are off. Just the sound of the rain and a dry, quiet cough. The barman is polishing glass in the dark, watching the embers of a dying spark. Last call in Mayfair, the curtains are drawn, tracing the borders of the coming dawn. Dark blue whiskey, a heavy slow pour. I'm not chasing the shadows anymore. Just a moment of truth in a world of display, before the blue of the night turns to gray. The piano is weary, the notes are so few, like a secret shared between me and you. I've held on to pride like a shield in the rain, but there's a quiet beauty in the edge of the pain. No need for the crowd or the hollow applause, just a steady pulse of a life without pause. Chasing the shadows anymore. Just a moment of truth in a world of display, before the blue of the night turns to gray. The lights are fading, the street is still. A gentleman's word and a gentleman's will. Last call, dark blue whiskey. neons bleeding through the blinds. Another glass, another hour behind. The ice is thin, the light is low. Nowhere left for a man to go. Just the amber glow and the velvet chair, and the ghost of a laugh still hanging there. Midnight at the Metropole, counting the echoes in my soul. Dark blue whiskey, a bitter sting. I'm not looking for anything, just a quiet corner, steady hand, making peace with the way things stand. The trumpet moans a low refrain, like a steady rhythm of city rain. I've walked the miles, I've held the line. Now I'm just trading words with time. No regrets, just a heavy grace in the shadows of this hollow place. Outside is a frantic blur, but here the shadows barely stir. Strength isn't always a shout or a fight. Sometimes it's staying through the night. Midnight at the Metropole, counting the echoes in my soul. Dark blue whiskey, a bitter sting. I'm not looking for anything, just a quiet corner, a steady hand, making peace with the way things stand. One more sip for the road untied, keep the fire burning deep inside. Midnight.
City's a carpet of diamond dust, in a room filled with marble, gold and trust. But the ceiling's too high and the air's too thin for a man to live with the skin he's in. I poured a double, watch the bubbles rise, reflecting the skyline in my tired eyes. Penthouse penny, 40 floors up, drinking from a crystal cup. Dark blue whiskey, a cold clean burn. For every lesson I had to learn. High above the traffic and the neon glare, just me and the ghost in the midnight air. Bass hums a low dark blue, like the heavy secrets I never told you. I've climbed the ladder, I've won the race, but there's no one waiting in this hollow space. A gentleman's penance is a quiet thing, the weight of the crown and the song I sing. Success is a mountain with a jagged peak, where the wind is loud and the heart is weak. But I'll stand my ground, I'll hold my head, finding the strength in the things unsaid. Penthouse penance, 40 floors up, drinking the truth from a crystal cup. Dark blue whiskey, a cold clean burn. For every lesson I had to learn. High above the traffic and the neon glare, just me and the ghost in the midnight perfect, the glass is dry. Watching the satellites drift on by. Penthouse penance, 40 floors up.
Shine, matching the curve of this glass of wine. But the road I walk doesn't look this clean. It's a jagged map of the things I've seen. I keep my collar pressed, my posture straight, while I sit here haggling with my fate. Polished shoes and a dusty soul, trying to make the broken whole. Dark blue whiskey, a steady pour. I don't ask for much anymore, just a little silence, a piano wonder, a lonely friend, leading me back to the bitter end. I've held my tongue while the world went loud, a solitary man in a ghost town crowd. There's a power in the things you don't say. When the sun begins to fade away, a gentleman knows when to leave the light and find his rhythm in the black of night. No cracks in the armor, no tears in the eye, just the smoke and the spirit as the hours go by. Polished shoes and a dusty soul, trying to make the broken whole. Dark blue whiskey, a steady pour. I don't ask for much anymore, just a little a little grace in the shadow of this quiet place. Step by step, mile by mile, hide in the miles behind a smile. Rain against the window, a rhythmic steady beat, shadows stretching long across this empty street. The ice cubes spin a dance within the glass, watching every ghost of my own making pass. Just a knot, keep the collar tight, just another passenger in the belly of the night. Silk ties, silver tongues, breathing in the smoke of 1,000 tired lungs. The whiskey's dark, the truth is blue. I'm a well-dressed man with nothing left to prove to you. Quiet strength in the bottom of the pour. Elegant lies don't hurt me anymore.
I've walked the wire, I've worn the finest wool, keeping my composure while the world is playing fool. A silver tongue can buy a moment's grace, but it won't wash the miles off a weary face. The neon hums a hymn for the refined, leaving all the heavy heartaches far behind. Silk ties and silver tongues, breathing in the smoke of 1,000 tired lungs. The whiskey's dark, the truth is blue. I'm a well-dressed man with nothing left to prove to you. Quiet strength in the bottom of the pour. Elegant lies don't hurt me anymore. The solitude is mine, completely mine. Oh, yeah. Just a glass and a tie in the midnight sky. Ooh. Just a glass and a tie in the midnight sky.
Neon's humming a low-key tune through the cracked glass and the silver moon. Ice cubes dancing in a crystal sea, the only ghost left to talk to me. I don't need the lights, I don't need a crowd, just this shadow wearing it like a shroud. Smoke rings rising, then they drift away like every word I forgot to say. Dark blue whiskey burning slow and deep, secrets that a quiet man is forced to keep. It's a long road back from where I've been, watching the night fall slowly in. They call it sorrow, I call it home.
a velvet silence when you're all alone. There's a strength in the way the spirit bends in a dim lit room where the music ends. I ain't looking for a hand to hold, just a glass of fire against the cold. One more pour for the things I lost, pay the price and I know the cost, but my head stays high in the amber glow. I got nowhere left that I need to go. Every word I forgot to say. Dark blue whiskey, burning slow and deep. Secrets that a quiet man is forced to keep. It's a long road back from where I've been, watching the night fall slowly in. It's just a night and the smoke and the regret. The green felt's faded, the chips are down. A quiet king in a hollow town. I've played the hand that the shadows dealt, without a flinch for the heat I felt. It's not about the gold or the winning run, but how you stand when the game is done. The gentleman's gamble, a silent bet on the things I've lost and the ghosts I've met. Dark blue whiskey, a steady pour. I don't play for the prizes anymore, just a seat at the table, a breath of air, and the quiet string of the solitaire. The trumpet stutters a smoky line, like a weary heart in a house of pine. I've bluffed the devil and I've kissed the rain. I've won the pleasure and I've won the pain. There's a dignity in a folded hand when you finally see where the markers land. It's a long shot of life on a narrow wire. Walking through the eyes to reach the fire. But I'll keep my counsel and I'll keep my cool. The world is a house and I'm no fool. The gentleman's gamble, a silent bet on the things I've lost and the ghosts I've met. Dark blue whiskey, a steady pour. I don't play for the prizes anymore, just a seat at the table, a breath of air, and a quiet strength of the solitaire. Check the pot, read the room. The morning sun is a lot too soon. Dark blue whiskey, one last call. Do you want to explore a different setting for the next track? Like a rainy street corner or a late night train station.
Measure the distance in the stitch of a sleeve. The lies we wear, the truths we leave. The bartender's knob is the only grace in this dimly hollowed out holy place. I've kept the crease in my trousers sharp and straight, while carrying the world's unholy weight. It's a tailored truth, a perfect fit, a gentleman's armor, every bit of it. The whiskey's dark blue, the glass is cold, a story of silver, a heart of gold, quietly breaking but standing tall. The tailored truth covers it all. The cufflink glints in the amber light, a small sharp star in the belly of the night. I've spoken in riddle, I've whispered in rhymes to bridge the gap between the better times. Now I sit with the shadow of the man I was, reflecting on the why, and just because is a tailored truth, a perfect fit, a gentleman's armor, every bit of it. The whiskey's dark blue, the glass is cold, a story of silver, a heart of gold, quietly breaking, but standing tall, the tailored truth covers it all. Smoky trumpet solo, restrained and breathing no high notes, just a deep melodic ache. The drums drop out, leaving only the bass heartbeat. The fabric is fine, the stitching is deep. There are secrets a gentleman simply must keep, locked in the silk, cut to the bone, dressed for the end. My oldest rival, my only friend. Corner booth where the light doesn't reach, a lesson in silence that the city won't teach. The ice melts slow in a pool of dark gold, stories of fire now turning to cold. I adjust my cups, keep my shoulders square, while the weight of the year hangs thick in the air. It's a velvet shadow wrapped around my soul, a gentleman's heartache under deep control. The whiskey is midnight, the blues are dark blue. I'm a shadow of the man that you once knew. Quiet strength in a world gone loud, just a single light in a lonely cloud. polished shoes on a sawdust floor. I don't go looking for the ghosts anymore. They find me here in the amber and grain, a cinematic wash of the midnight rain. A silver tongue now, opting for the truth, trading in the fire of my wasted youth. It's a velvet shadow wrapped around my soul, a gentleman's heartache under deep control. The whiskey at midnight, the blues are dark blue. I'm a shadow of the man that you once knew. Quiet strength in a world gone loud, just a single light in a lonely cloud. The neon sign flickers, the bartender sighs. There's a beautiful mercy in these velvet lights. Just me in the night. One more pour for the road not taken. Steady hand, heart unshaken. Oh, the silver's polished, the silk is tight, but there's a heavy weight I carry inside. Adjust the sleeves, pull back the light. I'm perfectly dressed for a lonely night. The bartender knows without a word, the loudest truths are the ones unheard. Cufflinks and cold shoulders, a sharp edge grace, tracing the lines on a tired face. Dark blue whiskey, a slow burning flame. I've forgotten the fire, but I remember the name. Quiet strength in a glass of gold, staying warm while the world grows cold. The upright bass begins to climb, like the steady rhythmic pulse of time. I built my walls with stone and pride, with nowhere left for the heart to hide. A gentleman's mask is a heavy crown, but I'm not letting the shadows pull me down. They say silence is a hollow sound, but it's the only solid ground I've found. No desperation, no hollow plea, just the midnight air and the ghost of me. Cousins and cold shoulder, a sharp edge gray, tracing the lines on a tired face. Dark blue whiskey, slow burning flame. I've forgotten the fire, but I remember the name. Quiet strength in a glass of gold, staying warm while the world grows cold. Straighten the collar, finish the pour. I don't need the answers anymore. Cufflinks and cold shoulders. Would you like to adjust the emotional weight of the lyrics, perhaps making them more nostalgic or more stoked?